is enough said.
Happy Saturday, Heat Nation. Ernest here, back with another Miami Heat Talk video. Excited, you guys. The weekend's here. We made it through another work week. So let's all celebrate and enjoy life by smashing the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. We got a good one for you today, you guys, because this Miami Heat Summer League team has been killing it lately. Another dominating performance against the Toronto Raptors. This Miami Heat Summer League team is 4-0 in the Vegas Summer League. They're having impressive showing with this team. And it's not just a single player that's doing it, you guys. You're seeing a team connection. And that's how this Miami Heat culture is. It's kind of like this Miami Heat team with Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero, Terry Rozier. Say what you want. Heat fans may not be the happiest with this roster, but we know at any given night, any of those guys can drop 30 on you. So that's how you're kind of seeing it with this Miami Heat Summer League team. Now, obviously going to talk about our draft pick, Kelel Ware. You know, Jaime Jaquez isn't there anymore. Only played 2 games, but last night's game, Kelel Ware dominated you guys again. He went 5 for 10 for the field, 17 points, 10 rebounds, a blocked shot. Now, the only thing I would say that's been concerning about Kelel Ware's game a little bit, hasn't really been making as much 3-point shots as he has in college. Now, look, his attempts aren't usually the highest. He usually gives you about 2 to 3 attempts a game. I like that he's shooting it, but he's not making it as much as he did in college. Now, look, that's going to take time. You know, Bam Adebayo is shooting threes now. He didn't even take a 3-point shot when he started in the NBA. This happens a few times. He shows that he has shown that he has range in his game. He does hit the 3-point shot. You do want to see him more in a consistent level. He also gave you 4 steals yesterday. I mean, this is one thing I'm loving about a guy like Kelel Ware on this roster, you guys. In my opinion, he's a smaller version of Victor Wembanyama. He has a 7'4" wingspan. He can block shots and he can rebound. And that's something that we've been missing for years. A lot of times, you know, I'll see Bam Adebayo take a mid-range shot or a 3-point shot. And then it's like, well, if he misses, chances are, unless the ball falls to a Miami Heat player, they're not going to get the rebound. Because you got a bunch of shooting guards next to Bam Adebayo, because Spo usually plays undersized power forwards. Now having a guy like Kelel Ware, it's going to give you that flexibility. Now this Miami Heat team is going to be a little different, you guys. You know, a couple years ago, we had no size. Now you're going to have a 3-headed monster of Bam Adebayo, Nikola Jovic, Kelel Ware, and you're also going to sprinkle some Kevin Love. So I think in the big man rotation, the Miami Heat is fine moving forward. But Kelel Ware wasn't the only one that did it yesterday, you guys. Cole Swider, another incredible performance. 21 points, 4 for 8 from the 3-point line, showing his Max Strus, Duncan Robinson style to play. I know the Miami Heat extended their qualifying offer for this guy, but you definitely got to think about bringing him back. You know, this is a dude that you can't let go. I know Cole Swider was with us last year, so I'd like to see how he develops. I know it's Summer League, but, you know, he did give you some nice preseason games. Would like to see what he can do at an NBA level. You also get 17 points from Josh Christopher. We all know Josh Christopher. We've been talking about him. You know, he's been a breakout in this Summer League. He's a guy that a lot of us feel should get one of these 2-way contracts. He goes 6 for 9 for the field, 3 for 5 from the 3-point shot, man. He's really showing his 3-point game. Former first-round draft pick, filling up the stats, being a pest defensively. I also was really impressed by Pelle Larsson, our second-round draft pick. He's getting better every day. You know, when Summer League started, you know, dude really couldn't hit a 3-point shot to save his life, but he was still grabbing points, showing the defensive tenacity. But yesterday, he goes 2 for 2 from the 3-point line, 12 points, 4 assists. This guy is showing why the Miami Heat selected him with the second round. I'm really loving me some Pelle Larsson as well. And look, another guy I'm loving, I've mentioned him before, Isaiah Stevens. He only gives you 4 points yesterday, but 8 assists. I think the dude is averaging about 8 to 9 assists in the Summer League. He's a floor general point guard, and this is a guy that we need to keep our eye on because it's not something the Miami Heat has. Who do we have as our point guard right now? Nobody. We have Drew Smith on a two-way contract. You can say Terry Rozier is our starting point guard, but he's really a shooting guard. We don't have a floor general. You got to keep a guy like Isaiah Stevens. Now, why am I mentioning all this, you guys? Oh, and excuse me. Good showing by Alondas Williams yesterday also. 16 minutes off the bench with 11 points. Alondas Williams, who had that fantastic dunk the other night. That is another dude as well. We had him last year. I mean, this is going to be really difficult, you guys, because the Miami Heat only have 3 two-way contracts. The reason why the NBA pretty much did 3 two-way contracts is probably because of the Miami Heat with how we develop players. But you only get 3 of those things. I mentioned 6 names that played pretty well last night. Now remember, this is Summer League. So because they're breaking out in Summer League doesn't mean they're going to be the guys in the NBA. So I've said this before, y'all, and I'll say it again. Right now, who's currently on a 3-way contract? You have Keshad Johnson, you have Zion Pullen, and you have Drew Smith. If it were me, I'd keep Keshad Johnson. I'd also add Josh Christopher and Isaiah Stevens to 2-way contracts. I think these 3 players have the most promise moving forward. I think these 3 players are reminiscent of guys that can become undrafted gems like Caleb Martin, Gabe Vincent, and Max Strus. So I think this is an incredible thing for the Miami Heat because we're not only building for now, but we're setting ourselves up for the future. Now, here's a good question about the future, Heat Nation, and a question I pose to you guys. We have 2 players to choose from to start at center and power forward. So I'm curious, who would you guys rather go with? A starting lineup of Bam Adebayo and Nikola Jovic at the 4, like we've been doing? Or would you prefer starting Kelel Ware at the 5 and moving Bam Adebayo to his natural position at the 4? We've seen Bam Adebayo play amazing at the power forward at Team USA next to Anthony Davis. It is his natural position. And in my opinion, it's also going to give him the flexibility to be way better offensively. You've seen Bam Adebayo take a step up in Team USA offensive style. So now, if you give him that flexibility to be a power forward, have a stretch 5 in Kelel Ware, now you're going to let Bam Adebayo be his own player, be his own type of player. He can even be better. Bam can even take that next step, average 23, 24, 25 points a game, because now he's not having to deal with defense, being an undersized center, having to defend the Joel Embiids all the time. He's going to have some help with Kelel Ware. Now, Kelel Ware needs to gain some size. He needs to gain some size to be a starting center. So I don't think it's going to happen right away. I think you're going to start the season with Bam Adebayo and Nikola Jovic because Jovic has proven himself to be a starting level player. But eventually, I think Kelel Ware should be the starting center and Bam should be the starting 4. And it's not a knock on Nikola Jovic, you guys. We're just going to have a 3-man rotation of dominance. Because whenever Bam or Kelel Ware comes out, Nikola Jovic comes in. And then you got Kevin Love on the bench, guiding Nikola Jovic and Kelel Ware, giving them that veteran leadership. So Bam can continue to be the captain, but now Bam can be the best player he could be. So I want to hear from you, Heat Nation. What do you think is the best starting rotation? Do you think it should be Bam and Nikola Jovic? Or do you maybe think that he should just start the season with Kelel Ware? Why the hell not? You spent a first-round draft pick on him. I'm curious to see what you think, Heat Nation. Also, let me know what you guys think about this Summer League team. Who would you give these two-way contracts to? Currently, we have Drew Smith, Keshad Johnson, and Zion Pullen. I know a lot of you guys don't want Drew Smith. Maybe you're not fans of Zion Pullen, so who do you think should have those 2 other two-way contracts? Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Don't forget to like the video. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel because we pushing for 5,000 subscribers. Appreciate you guys. Enjoy your Saturday, and that is enough said. Yeah, buddy. Let's go.